The final part of our mindfulness series is about meditation. So meditation essentially is allowing your brain to either focus or allowing it to wander. So free meditations are about letting your brain just wander off to wherever it is that it wants to go and noticing where that is. So noticing what thoughts come into your head and allowing them to pass, a bit like clouds passing over in the sky. So the idea is not that you pick it up and run with it or engage with it. The idea is that the thought comes in, you notice that it's there and you watch it leave again. And another thought will come in and you notice that it's there and you watch it leave again. That's quite difficult for a lot of people. So a lot of people actually get on better with guided meditations. And that's where somebody is talking you through what to focus on, what to think about. And there are lots of really good apps that you can get with guided meditations. One of the most popular of those is the Headspace app. So the Headspace app actually has lots of different courses that you can do based on things that you might be struggling with. So there are meditation courses for things like stress, anxiety, sleep, self-esteem, relationships, pregnancy. There are so many different courses that you can do, and for a lot of them you can choose the duration of the meditation. So you can do meditations that are 2-3 minutes long, 10 minutes long, 20 minutes long, half an hour long. So there really is no excuse to not do one each day if it only needs to be 2 minutes long. But there are other apps. So there's the Mindfulness app, and there's also an app called Calm. There's also books that you can get, and there's a really great book which is Mindfulness, Finding Peace in a Frantic World, which is by Mark Williams and Danny Penman. That's a really great book, and you can read a little bit more about how mindfulness works and the premise behind it. But essentially, a guided meditation is about focusing on something specific. So an example of that might be a garden. So it's closing your eyes and imagining yourself in a garden of your choosing. So allow your brain to build up the picture of that garden and then explore it. So walk around, notice what the floor is made out of, the shape of the garden. Are there any green spaces? Are there any flowers? Maybe there's a water feature, and what does it feel like to put your hand under the water and feel that? Is there a fence or a wall or a gate? What's behind the gate? Is there anybody else there? What's the weather like? What can you hear? Are there any birds? So really, really exploring the garden and kind of all the different senses. That's what keeps our attention and keeps us engaged. What can you hear? What can you see? What can you taste? What can you smell? All of those things. So really, really immerse yourself in that experience. But like I say, it can be a lot easier to have somebody talk you through that. So I would really recommend any of those apps and the book that I mentioned. So that's it for our series on mindfulness. So to recap, ways that you can practice mindfulness are mindful breathing, mindful moments, and meditation. And I will see you all next month.